What's up YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name's Jess Smith and I'm here to show you natural, ancient, scientifically proven methods for reducing stress and making good vibes your default. Now originally I was going to do a video in yoga to help you reduce stress and anxiety, but with the eclipse energy happening in my sign, Sagittarius, it's been really intense. So instead, I'm here to show you 5 things that you can do during this lunar eclipse time. Now, with a full moon every month, it usually can get emotional. No matter whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, it doesn't matter. The full moon will generally make you feel like you're emotional. It's the moon energy. So it's going to be even more intense during the lunar eclipse, which is happening in Sagittarius. So this Gemini Sagittarius eclipse series has been happening since June 5th of 2020. It's been going back and forth between solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. The theme for this eclipse series is learning new things and wanting to share new things, all that information that you just learned, and also checking your belief systems. So let's go over the 5 things that you can do during this time so that you can gain that inner peace and balance and make good vibes your default. The first thing that you can do during this time is to get sleep. The full moon tends to mess with our sleep each month, even more so with the lunar eclipse happening. So you might not be sleeping very well, you might be sleeping just perfectly fine, but have really weird dreams. Some of them have been really weird. So you might be like me and you just have been having some weird dreams and you feel off, but you need to take some naps. So get enough sleep, make sure that you're getting as much sleep as you can during this time. That way you don't pop off on anybody and those emotions might begin to surface if you haven't been getting enough good sleep. Or you might be feeling those emotions and you didn't have enough sleep, so you don't know what to do with them and they just end up being destructive. So the first thing you can do is get sleep. Enough sleep. Take naps if you need to. The second thing that you can do during this time is to give yourself over to your intuition. So you might not be feeling like doing some certain things. Maybe you don't feel like answering that call. Maybe you don't feel like answering that text. Maybe you don't feel like going to that thing. Maybe you don't feel like filming a yoga video. Figure out what your intuition is trying to tell you. Maybe your intuition is trying to tell you to get some more sleep. Maybe your intuition is telling you to just give yourself some space. Whatever it might be, give yourself over to your intuition and listen to what it wants you to do. The third thing that you can do during this time is take time to reflect on the things, the people, the situations, the relationships, the belief systems that are no longer serving you. So maybe you feel stuck in a rut at work. Take time to reflect on what it is that you deserve and what you want to bring in and manifest. In fact, if you're interested in manifesting, check out my video where I teach you the 3 necessary steps you need to know in order to master manifesting. But anyway, you might be questioning these things, and instead of brushing off those things that you're questioning, take time to reflect on them and ask yourself, does it add value to your life? Does this thing, this belief system, or maybe this person add value to your life? And if they don't, maybe it's time to shed them and to evolve from that situation. And I don't mean them like it's a person, but belief systems, situations, maybe it is relationships that you need to shed, and that's okay too. Some people are there for a lifetime and some people are there for a season. Whatever it might be, we always learn from the people around us. There are mirrors after all. The fourth thing that you can do during this time is to separate yourself so that you can gain some clarity on the perspective. It's not going to help to constantly seek outward measures, I'll call them, to solve the things that are going on in here. You have to go inside in order to solve the things that are going on in here. So with that reflecting nature that the moon brings, especially during the full moon and even more so during a lunar eclipse, you might be feeling like you need to go inward and really look at some of that stuff that is either holding you down or maybe just keeping you feeling like you're dragging along. Take some time to separate yourself just to gain that clarity. That way, whatever's coming up for you that needs to be shed doesn't spill out on the people around you and the people that you do love and that you want to keep around you for a long time. And finally, the fifth thing that you can do during this time is to stop and think before you say what you feel like you need to say. Stop and think before you speak. Sagittarians I'm one of them, so I can speak from experience, but we tend to be very boisterous. We tend to be very blunt and bold with our words. We're kind of childlike. For us, it's like, why don't you see what I see? And I want to call it out. Sometimes that can get us into trouble, but we're really childlike. We really just like, we want everyone to love life as much as we love life. And so sometimes that can rub people the wrong way when we're like, whoa, what about that? And we're pointing things out that maybe that person doesn't want to be pointed out at that time. I've been there. I've shoved my foot in my mouth plenty of times. So in order for me to avoid the situations, I've had to learn to stop and think about what I'm going to say. So during this time where you feel emotional, where you feel like you're shedding an old part of yourself and where you feel like you're transforming, maybe you feel like you need to say and speak out. I definitely think you should do that. You should speak what's on your mind. You should speak what's on your heart. But at the same time, do so with the energy of love and light. You want to transform yourself and others. You don't want to diminish yourself and others. So the fifth thing is to take time to think before you speak. So let's recap really quickly what you can do. 1, get some sleep. 2, give yourself over to your intuition. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, listen to your mind. What do you feel like doing? 3, take time to reflect on what's not serving you anymore, okay? It's time to transform, it's time to shed. What's not serving you anymore? What do you want to replace it with? 4, separate yourself, be alone as long as you need, for as much as you need, so that you can gain that clarity. Go inward to solve the problems that are within. And 5, think before you speak, because it can be a really emotionally intense time, so just think before you blurt it out, and things will resolve themselves. Even if you blurted it out already, it's okay. Things are gonna work out the way that they're supposed to. And again, some people are there for a lifetime and some people are there for a season. That's it for this video. I really appreciate you joining me today. If this video added value to your life, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. I'll be coming out with a video each week to help you make good vibes your default.